want the first part to be like, "Rrr," and then move on with the rest of the phasey bass. And the way I'm going to do that, let's have a think. Okay, I'm going to start processing it as I normally would. A bit of saturation to really bring it out. Phaser. That sounds nice. Some good effects for the highs are sort of chorus, phaser, flanger. You don't want to compress the highs too much. Delay is another good one. Okay, I'm going to add a well filter and use some similar vowel movement to the mid-range to get the growl. So you can hear it's like, just shy, yeah. Or more than it was before. Right, I'm just going to turn these down a bit. But I need some more vowel movement. Or some more filter movement at the start. Yeah, okay, I'm going to use a camel fat again. No, I'm going to use an EQ8. Oops. To add some notches and sweep it fast up the band to create like the sort of pause and then go back into it. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you'll hear what it does. See, it's weak and then it drops back in. So that was. So I'm going to record that just by hitting record here and moving it up. And then make sure this turns off just after the automated movement. I'm also going to make another notch and have it sweeping downward at the same time that's sweeping up. Just for some more movement. And again, it's going to be turning off here, so that's fine. After that, a bit more saturation. Because these notches are taking out frequencies, it's always good to saturate after, just to bring the meat back. I'm going to duplicate this vowel filter after the saturator. Vowel sound and vowel filters are always good after saturation because it creates more harmonics for the vowels to sort of latch onto. I'm going to go high pass on this one. Next up, I'm going to put a bit of a delay on it. Yeah. Phaser straight after that. A bit of reverb. Obviously, because the sound doesn't start until like 2.5 kilohertz. You want to be confined to the top, no high cut. Okay, this is sounding cool. Back to the mid-range, see what we need to do to it. So we've got our wow, the camel fat, flanger, overdrive. So we've got a lot of distortion and powerful effects. And also a lot of notches. I'm going to add a compressor to the end here, just to bring the levels up. Right, and now we can move on with EQing. I always think it's a good idea to EQ each band individually. You have to do a lot of EQing when you're adding this many effects, and it just makes it so much easier. So quickly, Q all the way up, gain all the way up. We're gonna sweep for a frequency we don't want, and we'll know when it's there because we won't like it. Sounds a bit funny, but it's not too bad, so I'm just going to take it down like that. Okay, so that's not actually too bad. Onto the mids. Now mids are normally where the problem is because we're adding so much saturation and distortion that there's a lot of unwanted frequencies that appear. So, you know, when you're EQing bass as well, don't be scared to take a lot of frequencies out because at the end of the day, it's just going to clean it up. And if you lose power, you can use compression or anything like that to bring it up again. So that's not very nice. Take that out. High Q, high gain. Bad frequency, notch. Bring the Q down a little bit. If it's not a particularly bad sounding frequency, but it still sounds like it shouldn't be there, you can just get a little bit of gain reduction. Another EQ. It's a good idea to take out 200 Hz anyway, because that's where our snare is going to be lying. You're a goner? Oh shit, what have I done? I'm being quite harsh EQing these low frequencies because I can see that they're below 315 Hertz, which is where sort of our bass is cut off anyway, so that's going to be occupying those frequencies to an extent. So we can see we haven't lost a lot of power, but it's definitely cleaned it up. Alright, that's sounding pretty sort of harsh and heavy now. Get rid of all these bad boys. Boom, boom. Add an EQ. There's going to be a lot of piercing frequencies at the top here, and a lot of frequencies we have to listen quite hard to for if they're bad or not. Scratchy, don't want that. Piercing and ugly, don't want that. Pathetic, don't want that. Oh, wait, my phone's going. I'm gonna come back in a second and finish up. Okay, join me in part 3 by clicking the link in the top right hand corner.